Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get striving straight into video number 1 out of 2 where, yeah, Chelsea fans are not going to be very happy with this one, I'm afraid. I'm not. I'm devastated. And you're about to hear why. I'm sure you're seeing it in the title, but you're about to hear why. And we've got other things to discuss. But also, on top of that, make sure you're here later on tonight for video number 2. As we gear up on all what's going to happen between now and the rest of the day, I will clarify my thoughts and opinions on all that does go down for today. Video number 2 later on. For you guys to be here for that, you have to do 2 things, which is hit the subscribe button so you are here and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload. Make sure you do that now. Hit the social media links in the description. They are on screen for you right now as well. Let's get cracking with the latest, and it's bad news. It's bad news, man. It could not be worse. It could not be worse. Christopher Nkunku, who we saw come off against Borussia Dortmund, and we saw that it looked like a slight knee issue. He was walking, he looked fine, but that's where it's those ones. It's those ones where it all looks okay. Those are the ones that deceive you. When you see a player in pain, it's like, it's those ones that tend to be 2 weeks out. But the ones where you don't see the player in pain, he's walking, everything looks okay, yeah, 4 months out. And Christopher Nkunku is a victim to that. Why? Because he has done damage to his, like I said yesterday, the rumours were true, his MCL in his knee. And now he's gone straight into surgery. He has done surgery and he's now out for... Chelsea released a statement. They didn't give the time frame. They said an extensive period. So we're about to find out exactly what the time frame is. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Matt Law. Breaking, Christopher Nkunku has had surgery this morning and is likely to be out for 3.5 months. Unlikely to play before December. This is his actual tweet. Underwent surgery, is likely to be out for 16 weeks, 3.5 months before he can resume training. Unlikely to play before December. The Chelsea statement did say Nkunku has sustained a knee injury which will rule the forward out for an extended period. The 25-year-old has undergone an operation and will now begin a rehabilitation program with the club's medical department. He does correct here as well and saying, sorry, 16 weeks is more like 4 months. Great. Cheers, Matt. That just makes it worse. Fantastic. I mean, this is the thing. 16 weeks before he can start training. It's not going to be 4 months. It's going to be 5. It's absolutely devastating because we saw in pre-season the impact that Nkunku had, the connection that he was having with Jackson, the connection that he was having with everyone else, that creative number 10 that we've been screaming for so long. We finally got him and now he's taken away before the season's about to start. And not even for 2 weeks. If it was 2, 3, 4 weeks, not a problem. 16 weeks. Oh, man. So, we're in a position now. And I have to say, before I finish my sentence, get well soon, Christopher. You know, I can't say anything else really, innit? Get well soon. I hope your rehab goes well. I hope your recovery goes well. Speedy recovery. Best wishes, and we hope to see you soon. It's gutting. It's absolutely gutting. But we have to ask the question now. What do Chelsea do? In terms of that number 10 role, that attacking midfielder role, now what do we do? We've got Kane Chukwuemeka. There's talks about signing Olise, who is injured as well, by the way. There's the whole Neymar rumour, which apparently is being dismissed today as Poch apparently isn't interested. That's from Nizar Kinsella. There was little whispers coming out from elsewhere saying that Poch doesn't really have a plan for Neymar, doesn't want Neymar, which I get. Yesterday I said in my video number 2 that Angel and Devil, yeah, it looks like the Angel is taking the cake. So, rightfully so. So, yeah, that's not probably going to happen. What do we do? You know, do we give the opportunity for 4 months or possibly 5 months to just Kane Chukwuemeka to see what's happening? Now, I have to say, first game against Liverpool is going to be a test for Kane Chukwuemeka. This is your platform now. This is your chance, your opportunity. Show us what you can do. In pre-season, he looked really good. We have to reevaluate now. For the first game against Liverpool and for that time frame before the transfer window closes, we might need to just turn to Kane. But do we stick with him for 4 or 5 months as the main starter in that attacking midfielder role? I'm scared it's too much. Scared it's too much for him. You know, you can't just throw someone in that role. Great, you're our number 10, fantastic, you know, good luck. Like, that's not how it works. We need top quality in that role, and Nkunku was that guy, and now he's been taken away. So what do Chelsea do? Fabrizio has come out and explained what he thinks Chelsea are going to do, so here it is. Nkunku injury could change some plans for Chelsea in the market. Let's see how Chelsea react. Apparently, Chelsea do still want up to 4 new signings. Which then, you have to ask the question, so what's going to happen to some of the players that we have in the squad? We already had a big squad last season. We've kind of trimmed it down. Now we're going to make it large again? No. It means that players are going to be let go. 100%. But who? Because we're looking to bring in a midfielder. We're looking to bring in a backup midfielder. Now we're probably looking to bring in a striker. And we're looking to bring in someone that's going to come in for Nkunku. If I'm being completely honest. That is the logical reasoning, I would say. But who do we turn to? Shirky, discipline issues. Apparently Poch isn't interested. Chelsea are not interested anymore. Kudus is already gone. Olise can come in. Might be the guy that we actually turn to. But, yes, is injured. Isn't going to get cracking straight away. Because he's just recovering from an injury now. So, do we go with Chukwuemeka, then we turn to Olise? Or do we ride with Chukwuemeka? Or do we have anyone else in mind? This is where I ask all of you. Let me know, who do you think Chelsea should turn to? Because I genuinely right now have no idea. I have no idea. And it's a shame, because it's one position that we struggled with last season, and now we're in that same situation again. Albeit, yes, we've got a striker now, it seems fantastic. But, man, this game against Liverpool all of a sudden has had a big setback. It's a big setback. Now, if we do turn to players in the market, it seems, according to Matt Law, and there are players that are looking to go. And one of them is expected. One of them is what we thought would happen. Then it turned out might not happen. And now it might happen again. Here it is. Chelsea will consider bids for Trevor Chalobah and Conor Gallagher. Yeah, it's this one again. It's just this one again. Trevor Chalobah, we understand, because we've got this RC in now, and yeah, it's going to be maybe a bit too much in that centre-back position for Chalobah to get in. I get that. So let him go, okay. Conor Gallagher, it's one that we was all like, yeah, no, he's got to go. Then he's like, no, he's going to stay, he's going to fight for his place. Then he started playing actually pretty well, and now we're like, oh no, you know what, maybe Poch has a plan for him, and apparently Poch likes him, but now we're flipping back to the original plan of, yeah, no, we like him, but if a bid comes in, we're going to listen. Which, to be honest, I'm with Chelsea on that. I can't, if a club comes in and goes, all right, here's 50 million, you're going to take it. But, even right now, on one condition, because Nkunku's injured, we need to bring in a we need to bring in someone to fill in the void. We have to. Absolutely have to. Now, in that midfield role, that 6 and 8 sort of role, the double pivot, the 3 in midfield where Gallagher's going to be involved, if we're getting Caicedo, we're getting Tyler Adams, we've got Enzo, we've got Santos who's staying, then yeah, of course, there's too much in order to fulfill those positions. Maybe Gallagher's going to be the one to be chopped off. I understand. But up until that point, up until getting Caicedo and Tyler Adams, if those two were to happen, it's only wise that we just don't let Gallagher go just yet. So, yeah, what's going to happen? It's all up in the air. And you'd like to think this would be nice to have been sorted before we play against Liverpool. It's one of those things, and I'm just hoping it gets sorted ASAP. That's the most important thing. The transfer window is going to end. The season will keep going. We've got 1 game a week. It's not the end of the world. If we were playing European football, I'd be stressing right now. If we were in the Champions League, I would be stressing right now. Europa League, I wouldn't really care much about. But we were playing Champions League football, I'd be like, yo, no, we need to get everything done before we play against Liverpool. But the fact that we don't, and we're going to have 1 week between each game, you know, is enough time on the training ground for new players to come in and get the ground running, hit the ground running. It's fine. This is why I'm not panicking. This was previous seasons, I would be panicking. I'm not panicking now because of the light schedule. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in regards to Chalobah and Gallagher. Let me know your thoughts on those players down below. Now, we got a squad list with numbers released today. So let's go through it, because the numbers for the new season have been let out by Chelsea Football Club. Surprising factors here. Let's get into it. Kepa's been given the number 1. We got Disasi at 2, so he's taken Rudiger's number. Cucurella has taken the 3. That's a bit of a surprise, although not a surprise because Cucurella is staying. But Ashley Cole's number, brilliant. Badiashile at 5. There's no 4. We're going to come to that later. Thiago Silva, 6. Raheem Sterling at 7. Poor Kante. Kante didn't die for this. But it's understandable. Sterling's going to take the 7. I get it. Enzo Fernandez takes the number 8. Mykhailo Mudryk takes the 10. That also gifted 10. That's a lot of pressure on him, but I've got a feeling he's going to pull through. So there's that. Enzo Fernandez takes the 8. Very, very lucrative and pressurized number. It's got a lot of weight on that number. Madueke takes the 11. Bettinelli takes 13. Chalobah sticks with the 14. Nicholas Jackson takes the 15. Now, he'd had the 15 at Villarreal, so I understand it, but I see what you're doing. A certain striker at Chelsea started with a 15 and then went to 11, didn't he? The same journey. Nicholas Jackson, ex-Didier Drogba. Now, the 16, Ugochukwu, he's going out on loan though. Carney Chukwuemeka on the 17. Nkunku takes 18. Armando Broja takes number 19. Diego Costa vibes. Santos takes 20. So he's sticking around, it seems. Ben Chilwell, 21. Conor Gallagher sticks with the 23. Reece James with the 24. Levi Colwill takes the 26. That's a number and a half, mate. And I understood he wore that at Brighton, of course, but yeah, Chelsea, that number's got a lot of weight. Now, Koulibaly had it briefly because we thought he was going to be sticking around, but now Levi Colwill's got it, mate. You better treat that number with some top performances, man. I have to. Anyway, I'm sure he will. That's Levi Colwill. Malo Gusto, 27. Ian Matson, 29. Robert Sanchez, 31. Wesley Fofana, 33. Mason Burstow, 37. Bergstrom, 47. Eddie Beach, 50. And Lewis Hall, 67. Those last 4 players probably all going out on loan. And there we are. We haven't got Casaday. We haven't got a few of those other players, but we've got Santos here at 20, which tells us Santos is going to be sticking around, which is good to know. And it goes back to the point that I mentioned in terms of the midfield. Enzo, Caicedo, Tyler Adams, Santos. 4 midfielders for 2 positions. We play in the midfield 3. We've got 1 extra midfielder on the bench. I think that's enough depth. We should be okay. So, bearing that in mind, those are the numbers. As I've mentioned already, Mykhailo Mudryk at 10, Enzo at 8, yeah, happy days. Nicholas Jackson at 15, very happy. They'll turn to an 11 soon enough. And yeah, we'll see what's going to happen going forward and how those players are going to treat those numbers. Levi Colwill, 26 as well. Good luck to all these lads with all these numbers. Best wishes. Now, more bad news. More bad news. We're coming with bad news today. Today's a bad news day. The weather's rubbish, it's raining, and I'm giving you bad news. So here it is. Anthony Taylor will referee Chelsea versus Liverpool. Call the game off. Call the game off. Call the game off. Call it off. Call it off. If not, I said this on Twitter or X. Link in the description. Go and check it out for yourself. But there's a clip of Mourinho after the Europa League final where he's going after Anthony Taylor and calling him every single name under the sun. That's going to be us on Sunday. We're going to get cost 3 points because of Anthony Taylor once again, and we're going to start throwing all sorts at him. So why do the Premier League continue to do this? They didn't even let us get to match day 2 for us to get Anthony Taylor. Match day 1, Anthony Taylor. We've spoken about Anthony Taylor how many times on this channel? How many times has other Chelsea fans, all the other lot have said the same thing? We're all in the same boat on this. We don't want Anthony Taylor to referee a Chelsea game. Give us any other ref. You can even pull out Mike Dean back, right? I couldn't care less. But Anthony Taylor, the guy, when he shows up to the bridge, things go down. Things go down. He showed up. He was referee when we played against Manchester United when they were under Jose Mourinho. It kicked off in the tunnel. Or just by the tunnel. We had the Antonio Conte, Thomas Tuchel saga that happened last season, at the beginning of last season. Anthony Taylor was the, I was going to say Anthony Tuchel. Anthony Taylor was the ref. I'm telling you, Poch and Klopp are going to come to blows on Sunday. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Poch, I hope you can throw a couple because you might need it. You might need it, mate. You might need it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to something happening in this game because Anthony Taylor's going to make it happen. It better be in our favour. That's all I'm going to say. It better be in our favour. So let me know your thoughts on that. Anthony Taylor is the referee for the game on Sunday. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, let's check out the news elsewhere before we wrap up. Harry Kane news. Harry Kane won't play against Barcelona tonight. According to colleague Sky Cave, he's not even in the squad. Ongoing negotiations between Bayern and Tottenham, but the time is running as Kane wants to have a decision soon. FC Barcelona Tottenham live at Sky Sports tonight, 8 o'clock. So, Tottenham-Barcelona, this is going to be an interesting game. It's actually an interesting game. I'm not mocking Tottenham. It's going to be an interesting game to see where Tottenham are in terms of level and whether Barcelona have managed to speed up their pre-season a little bit. So, but Harry Kane, look, there was a piece of news going about that Harry Kane if he's not gone by the start of the season, he's going to stay. If he's made that decision himself, he deserves to suffer. I'm sorry. At that point, you've got Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is where you've been abused enough and treated badly enough that you begin to think it's normal and you just deal with it. That's Stockholm Syndrome. He's getting Stockholm Syndrome. At this point, if you've actively made the decision that I will not leave Tottenham if we play the first game of the season because I don't want to leave Tottenham after we've started the season, you don't deserve to win a trophy. Simple as that. You do not deserve to be a winner. You ain't a winner. Now, if you are a winner, you will understand that this might take a little bit of time and could reach the end of the transfer window, but you will still go, so you go and get silverware, and you owe Tottenham absolutely nothing because you've given them all these years of service. You've already been scammed once by Daniel Levy because of your naivety in that gentleman's agreement handshake rubbish that didn't exist, and now you're going to hopefully see the light and think, nah, I've done enough and I'm going to go and win some trophies before I wrap up my career. You don't do that. Yes, you might be seen as loyal, but I can't even say Gerrard. Yeah, Gerrard didn't win the league, but he won trophies. He won the Champions League. He won FA Cups. He won League Cups. He done everything else except the Premier League. That's enough to be able to stick with one club. That's okay. Mate, you've not won a trophy ever. Except the Audi Cup and the Tiger Cup. And what's next? The Lion Cup? What, the Dog Cup? I don't know. Harry Kane owes absolutely nothing. Should leave, go and win some trophies if you are truly about it. But that's his decision. We will wait and see. Now, other news, Romeo Lavia. Well, apparently he is not in the squad tonight for Southampton's fixture. So there we are. We've got the confirmation from Sky Sports that Romeo Lavia is not part of the Southampton squad tonight. They are playing an EFL Cup game. EFL first round, and embarrassingly Chelsea are playing the second round, but we're not going to mention that ever again, right? Know what you're talking about, but because Premier League teams, the high Premier League teams normally come in the third round, but because we finished 12th, we have to play the second round. Anyway, Romeo Lavia not part of the Southampton squad. Obviously the negotiations with Liverpool are ongoing. There was a new bid yesterday of around 45 million. They want 50. I mean, you're close. You might as well just wrap it up now. I think this deal is about to happen. Lavia, I think, is on the brink of joining Liverpool, so we'll see when that's going to be concluded, but he's not in the squad, and for that reason, I think that a deal with Liverpool is absolutely imminent. Let's wait and see how it's all going to go down, but I expect Lavia to be a Liverpool player. To be honest, I would expect him to be a Liverpool player before they play Chelsea on Sunday. Realistically, what should happen, Chelsea versus Liverpool should have Caicedo and Lavia in the starting 11s. Realistically, that's what should happen. Is it going to happen? Let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it will? Do you think it won't? Let me know down below. And to wrap up, Man United have chosen their words here. They've launched their new kit and they got Roy Keane to show off their new kit. I think it's the third kit. It's not the away kit, is it? I think it's the third kit. Yeah, it's the third kit. I've just seen it's the third kit. But the devil in the detail. Literally, the devil himself in the detail. Here it is. It's too late to say no. You're in for life. Devils only. I mean, yeah, a lot of fans actually had a problem with this video package because it seemed pretty dark. That's the new third kit. So, yeah, if we're going to... Look, there's Roy Keane with it. And that's the new third kit with the badge taken away. And it's just a devil on the chest. So... yeah, there's been a lot of controversy this morning because of it, because it's satanic. And you have to say, I understand Man United are called the Red Devils, but you can tell they've chosen their words on purpose, and they've chosen it very carefully, and they've done it in a way where it's pretty dark. So, no, to answer Man United's video package, and if you actually go and see, they're talking about signing a deal with the devil. No, we're not about that. And, you know, here at Chelsea, we are very godly people. So you can stay away with that madness. No, thank you very much. You do you, and I won't do that at all. Man United, you can stay well clear with your dark vibes. So, yeah, you and your kit, stay away. There we are. Let me know your thoughts on all of that, and I will be here for video number 2 later tonight as we wrap up the entire day and see what else is going to happen from now up until then. So I'll give you my thoughts for that. Thank you all so much. Do not forget to be here for that, and to make sure that you're aware, you have to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button now. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, and don't forget the social media links. They are in the description to stay up to date on all things Younes Talks Football. Instagram at Younes Talks Football, Twitter, aka X, at Y Talks Football, and TikTok at Younes Talks Football as well. So much appreciated, people. I will see all of you later tonight. Have a good one. See you then. Take care. And peace.